Hi, I'm Kathryn Gomes. I am the author of Apologia's series, Exploring Creation with Mathematics. And in this video, I am going to be showing you how to do the Unit 2 skills practice for Level 2. So the skills practice is a skill that you take 5 to 10 minutes each day to do in addition to the lesson so that you can rehearse those skills and make sure your child can eventually answer them automatically without hesitation. So Unit 2 in the Level 2 book is 2-digit addition and subtraction. And the skills practice is the facts that really help kids with that skill. So it interconnects really well. Also, Unit 2 in this book is a little lengthier. So there are 3 skills in the skills practice, and that's because you have the time to work through those. All right, so the 3 skills are addition up to 20, subtraction up to 15, and then subtraction up to 20. And what I mean when I say subtraction up to 20, that means like your largest fact would be like 20, take away 5, like in that group. So that's sort of my terminology. All right, now if you remember, the Unit 1 skills practice is addition and subtraction up to 10. So we're building on that now. We're taking it a little further. In this skills practice, flashcards are going to be your best friend. I grabbed these guys. I have one set for subtraction, one for addition. They were super affordable. You can always write your own flashcards, but I definitely think that these are so affordable that it kind of wins out against writing your own. All right, so the skills practice for Unit 2 is described in the pacing guide, so you know exactly what to do when and when you should move from skill 1 to skill 2. Okay, now we're doing subtraction, that type of thing. And it's also all laid out for you here, which facts I'm talking about, why they're important, and of course, some suggested ways that you are going to practice. I'm going to be showing you those and then maybe a few other suggestions. In the teaching guide, I broke it down by each skill. Like, here's some ways to practice addition up to 20. Here's some ways to practice subtraction up to 15. This video, I decided I'm just going to show you all the activities as one group, and you can decide if you want to, assign it a little bit differently when you actually do the skills practice. All right, so like I said, flashcards are your best friend. The most basic thing that you can do is just have your child flip through some flashcards before they start their lesson. That's fine. Simple and easy works for some of these, especially since the content that they have in their student book for this unit is really gonna, stretch them. It's good, rich unit, so doing something quick might be just fine. I did want to point out, not all flashcards are equal. I really like these guys for a couple reasons. Like I said before, they were affordable, so that was great. I don't feel like we have to spend a lot of money on flashcard. I liked the clean design. I thought that was really great. It's really easy to see the numbers. The answer is on the back, so I can have my students self-check. Sometimes what we do is I lay out like 15 flashcards and he just goes through answers and flips, and then tells me if he got any wrong. I also like the 2 different side colors because when we play a game, to avoid confusion, I'll say, okay, blue is the side we're playing with, and that way, it doesn't get crazy. So that's a couple things to keep in mind. Also, if you're using flashcards, this would maybe involve 2 sets, or maybe you make a note card set. But it is important to have kids practice with both formats. So you want to make sure they know the vertical format and the horizontal format. It doesn't take a lot for them to see the connection, but if you only ever practice it one way, that can be tricky for them. Now, if your child gets bored with flashcards and you want to jazz it up, there are several ways you can do that by taking flashcards and turning it into a game. So a simple one is Flashcard Go Fish. In this, instead of matching numbers that are the same, you'd have to match facts that have the same sum or have the same difference. Okay, so 11 plus 5 matches with 10 plus 6. So that's fun. Actually, that's pretty tricky. You can also do memory that way, and you have to match facts that have the same sum or the same difference. Another great one is war. Oh, I love war. This is one, it's good. It's basically they're flipping through lots of flashcards, but there's a way to win. So you have a set of flashcards. You need to make sure there aren't facts in here that aren't what they're supposed to be practicing, either too hard or too easy. And then you split the stack of facts in half. You want to clarify which side you're playing with because that can get confusing. Each player flips over. Whoever has the greater sum wins the cards. If you tie, you do one card down, one card up, one card down, and do a tiebreaker like that. It's lots of fun. It really increases the engagement, and it's not that much more complicated. And feel free in a game like that, the Go Fish, the Memory, or the War, if you have an older student, have them play the game with your younger child. That relieves you from being tied up in the game, but also it's so good for that older child to review. So, you know, don't feel guilty about asking the older child to help with that. Another one is 10 in a row. So 10 in a row is where if you have this fact, 7 plus 8, now you're going to try to find, you know, a fact that equals 14, a fact that equals 16, and you keep going until you have 10 sums in a row, or you can do it with differences going up consecutively. Okay, last but not least are fact families. Now, this one is so rich for your child in terms of the idea, but it does involve a little more prep for you. So in order to do a fact family, you are matching an addition fact with a related subtraction fact. So this guy would match with 15 minus 7 or 15 minus 8. I have found from personal experience, this one is way easier for you to just write out facts on note cards rather than sorting through, because it takes a surprisingly long time to sort through the addition facts, sort through the subtraction facts, and make sure there's pairs. So this is the one instance where, like, just grab some note cards and you write pairs so that everybody has a buddy. You know, every fact has a related fact, and then you have your child match them. But that is helping them see the connection between addition and subtraction. And we always want them to see the connections. You don't want, you know, your child's brain to have this room over here for addition and this room over here for subtraction, and they don't see that, like, they're inverses. They hang out, right? Addition undoes subtraction. Subtraction undoes addition, okay? All right, that's important. It doesn't just have to be flashcards. Worksheets work well. You know, some kids love these. Do you know where I got this? This is from the Book Extras website. We have so many resources for you on there. And just like I said, not all flashcards are equal. Not all worksheets are equal. So we worked hard to create clean, nicely designed, simple worksheets with the right amount of space, and so that your child can be successful. So make sure you take a peek on there. Print off a few in advance so you have it ready to go. All right, finally, my bonus suggestion here is one that I think we don't always think of as parents. You could just verbally question your child. So this is more towards the end of the skills practice when they're seeming pretty confident about these addition facts and these subtraction facts. A little discussion can go a long way. I like to ask open-ended questions like, give me a subtraction fact that has a difference of 6. And then they have to think of one, all right? Or tell me 2 facts that have the same sum, or something like that. And just in that discussion, that math discussion, we really get into, you know, some meaty connections. All right, I hope that helps.